Ladies and gentlemen, to LFJ Productions, the Best of Old Home Week 1993, held at the Charlottetown Driving Park last summer. Old Home Week 1993 here at the Charlottetown Driving Park produced many records, including a maritime record, the fastest mile ever paced in the Maritimes on our half-mile tracks. Also a Canadian record and a record for the Gold Cup and Saucer. As well, there are many sub-2-minute miles in our Atlantic Sire Stakes action throughout the week. I'm Kevin Gallant, track announcer here at the Charlottetown Driving Park, and I had the privilege of calling that excellent week of racing witnessed by thousands here at the Charlottetown Driving Park over the 8-day period. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the best of Old Home Week harness racing tape here, brought to you by LFJ Productions. The first race of Old Home Week 1993 is the running of the Premier's Pace and the 1993 edition, going to the only mare in the field of 8, Surfside Almahurst, going on to win it for Gary Chappell in 1:59.1. Let's take a look. Surfside Almahurst up to on the outside. Karen Fury racing third. Then Ashton Dexter wide fourth. Headlon's got in 5. Then High Credit's the Impossible. And your trailer is Dallas Rocks 58.2 by the half. They're at it again up front as they race the backstretch final time. Surfside Almahurst is going to the top. Karen Fury up to on the outside. Way up on the extreme outside, then Ashton Dexter. They're by the 3/4-mile mark. Surfside Almahurst, Karen Fury coming at him on the outside. 1:29.2 by the 3/4. Surfside Almahurst, the one to catch. Karen Fury giving chase on the outside. Surfside Almahurst, Karen Fury. Surfside Almahurst in an upset. Karen Fury second. The Charlottetown Driving Park hosted 3 Dairy Queen Futurity events during the month of August, 2 of them coming during Old Home Week. Here we see the 3-year-old trot elimination in the Dairy Queen Futurity, and the top 2 trotters of 1992, Make Believe Again and Dusty Lane Dillon, resuming their battle in the Dairy Queen Trot elimination. Past the half, Dusty Lane Dillon leads. Watch this stretch drive. Last quarter of 29.2. Make Believe Again will win it 2:03.4. Coming on by the 5/8 mark, Dusty Lane Dillon still in command up front. Make Believe Again trotting second. Touch and Gone wide third. Bulletin Board on the outside fourth. Scarlet Speranza trotting fifth. And Dillon now turning it on by 2. Dusty Lane Dillon taking this field by the 3/4-mile mark. Make Believe Again trotting second. Touch and Gone the outside third. On to the 7/8 they go. 1:34.2 by the 3/4. They have an 1/8 of a mile left to trot. Dusty Lane Dillon is taking them on home. Here comes Make Believe Again moving up on the outside. Dusty Lane Dillon, Make Believe Again on the outside. It's Make Believe Again to win it. Dusty Lane Dillon second. The Charlottetown Driving Park hosted 3 Gold Cup and Saucer trials this year, and on Saturday afternoon of Old Home Week, trial number 1 was held. 8 starters going for a purse of $6,000. Top 3 to make it. Let's pick it up. The afternoon, top of the stretch. Trial 1 has 1 Kulatak, 2 Special Star, 3 Buddy Hanover, 4 Fair Park, 5 Shannon Commander, 6 Jamie's Big Score, 7 outside is Ryan Flying, 1 trailer 8, that's Winds of Peace. Here they come. They're up and pacing Buddy Hanover, following to get out, looking for the light. Special Star up on the rail. Right drive into the first turn. Buddy Hanover and Special Star are battling for command as they get on by the 8th mark. Hey! Sire in a battle up front. As the race to the opening quarter making their way there in quick time, Buddy Hanover outside Park. Special Star back on out the rail, wins a piece showing third. Fourth is Ryan flying, Shannon Commander fifth, Fair Park Jimmy's big score, and Kula Top trails. There's the quick quarter, 27-3. Past the opening quarter, off the top turn they come. Special Star is showing the way out front. A wins a piece second, Buddy Hanover parked out third. Ryan flying, looks on at fourth. Here comes Fair Park, wide in front. Shannon Commander, Jamie's big score, and Kula Top trails, one half gone, one to go. Special Star is your leader as they race the paddock turn second time. 56-4 by the half, 3/8 left to go, and Special Star taking them backside final time. Wins of Peace Racing second, Buddy Hanover coming up on the outside. Fair Park is now 3 wide, fourth, and driving on. They're on the backstretch final time. Special Star, Shannon Commander is winding up forward on the outside. Shannon Commander is flying. Special Star is the leader. 1:28 by the 3/4. Special Star, here comes Shannon Commander. Fair Park is between them. 3 wide, heads apart. Shannon Commander is coming on. Shannon Commander is on the outside. Shannon Commander wins trial number 1. Wins a piece second. Fair Park gets up 4-3.
And as you saw, a big 4-wide move at the 3/4. Shannon Commander going on to win trial number 1 in 1:56-3 on the Ashley and Jones Slow to Fredericton, New Brunswick. Gary McDonald was in the bike, and from trial number 1 going to the Gold Cup and Saucer, Shannon Commander. Second was Winds of Peace and Fair Park third. They would go on to the Gold Cup and Saucer on Saturday night. Again, trial 1, 1:56-3 for Shannon Commander. Gold Cup and Saucer trial number 2 was held Saturday night, August 7th, and we had 6 horses chasing a purse of $6,000. Again, the top 3 finishers going on to the $20,000 Gold Cup and Saucer. Let's pick it up on the backstretch.
Race of the evening on the backstretch, going behind the gate is the MacPhail Gold Cup and Saucer trial 2 for $6,000 has won. For the fans, 2 Some Nice Cats, 3 Seminole Magnific, 4 Kill Karen Bingo, 6 Newt's Majesty, 7 on the outside is No Worries. Here they come. Quickly away for the lead. For the fans racing it along the rail. Second up on the outside. Kill Karen Engel driving wide third. At the rail and 4 is Some Nice Catch. By the 8th and up the backstretch they go. Seminole Magnific showing the way out front. Kill Karen Engel is parked on the outside. He goes looking for the lead as they get on by the opening quarter. Kill Karen Engel parked out and moving quickly to the front. Seminole Magnific now racing second. For the fans showing third, 28-4 by the opening quarter. Off the top turn they come. Engel is showing the way as they race in front of the stand first time. Kill Karen Engel on top. Seminole Magnific racing second. Here comes for the fans moving wide third. Newt's Majesty on the outside and 4. Some Nice Catch and No Worries to the outside 2 rails. They race past the half going to the 5/8 mark. 57-4 by the half mile mark. They race the backstretch final time and Kill Karen Engel by a length and a half. Seminole Magnific for the fans is rushing up on the outside now third. They're by the 3/4 mile mark. Kill Karen Engel on top. Seminole Magnific second. For the fans racing third. 1:28 by the 3/4. The Maritime champion has taken him on home. Here comes Seminole Magnific. Magnific on the outside. Kill Karen Engel. Similar Magnific on the outside. They battle it out right down to the wire. It's going to be Kill Karen Engel. Similar Magnific. That's awfully close at the wire. Could be Kill.
And it was Kill Karen Engel in a very close photo finish, winning for Claire McDonald in 1:56.2, trial number 2. Omni Doug Ferguson of Tatamagouche, Nova Scotia. Kill Karen Engel by a nose over Semilu Magnific second, and Some Nice Catch finishing third. Those three from trial number 2 to meet again in the $20,000 Gold Cup and Saucer on Saturday night. So trial 2 again, Kill Karen Engel, 1:56.2. The Atlantic Sire Stakes program, always a big part of Old Home Week each and every year, and Monday afternoon of Old Home Week, the CDP hosted the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old pacing colts. The first B division, King Harold on top past the half for Earl Smith. He would go on to win it in 2:01.2.
Has it by 4 open lengths now. Harborview Jazz racing second, a gap of 3 more. Back to Satellite Fern third. Island Nitro moves off the rail in 4. Up front, King Harold now by 5 as they move by the 3/4-mile mark. Harborview Jazz is getting closer second. 3/4, 1:30 and 4/5. They have an 1/8 of a mile left to go. King Harold by a narrowing 4 lengths. Harborview Jazz racing the second. Island Nitro third. Through the stretch, King Harold opening up once again. Right down to the wire. King Harold wins it, going coast to coast. Second, Harborview Jazz. Island Nitro will be 3.
The A division of 3-year-old colts on Monday afternoon, going to West River Diesel for Claire McDonald. Sub-2-minute fashion past the half. West River Diesel leading and going on to win it in 1:59.1.
59.1 by the half. That second quarter in 28.4. The racing backside final time. And the West River Diesel by 4. Island Norwood is racing second. Frank Justice is showing third. Zest as Prince, Dynamite Treasure, and Donner DR trails past the 3/4-mile mark. They go. And your leader, West River Diesel, still by 4. 1:29.2 by the 3/4. They have an 1/8 of a mile left to go. West River Diesel is the one to catch. West River Diesel taking them on home. Island Norwood and Frank Justice are giving chase on the outside, but they're not catching West River Diesel today. Island Norwood second. Frank first time.
The second B division of 3-year-old colts went to Jeff's Joker for Gary McDonald, getting home strong through the stretch to go on to win it 2:02.1.
On the move in 5 from 6, Jeff's Joker, then Island New Standy Guy, and Blazing Heritage Trails 59 seconds by the half. Rail race the backstretch final time, led by Storm Chief up front. Racing inside second, LFJ. There goes Acton Bold, moving 3 wide the outside third. Way up on the outside, Jeff's Joker getting into contention as they race the far turn final time. Heading for the 7/8, 1:31.1 by the 3/4. Acton Bold on top. Jeff's Joker up to on the outside. Storm Chief now racing third. He comes swinging for home, led by Acton Bold. Jeff's Joker is coming up on the outside. Acton Bold and Jeff's Joker with a late rush on the outside. Jeff's Joker wins it. Acton Bold.
The second A division of 3-year-old colts on Monday afternoon featured quite a mile by Vagabond Victor and Dave Pinkney. They would go on to tie a maritime record of 1:56.3 in this race. And the second quarter here, paced by Vagabond Victor, was 27.3, the fastest second quarter ever paced at the Charlottetown Driving Park. Let's watch this torrid mile.
third trailer well back after a break is Night Spur. Flaming feature on top. There goes Vagabond Victor. He's soaring on the outside and quickly to the top as they race on by the quarter in 29-3. Vagabond Victor on top by 3. Flaming feature is racing second. Primer Jim is setting third. Fourth, just a little action. And the Night Spur trails Vagabond Victor on top. Has it by 5, 6 open lights as Vagabond Victor takes them by the half-mile mark. Flaming feature, there goes just a little action. He's on the move, going after the leader as they race the paddock turn second time. 57-1 by the half. That quarter in 27-3. Backside final time they go. Vagabond Victor on top. Just a little action, drives up on the outside. Flaming feature back on at the rail. They race on by the 3-quarter-mile mark. Vagabond Victor opening up by 6 once again. Flaming feature is racing second, just a little action. Midway around the final turn for home they count. 1:27-3 by the 3-quarter-mile mark. And Vagabond Victor's opening daylight on this field with every stride to the lane. Vagabond Victor and Dave Pinkney destroying this field of 3-year-old Colts. Flaming feature second. Runner Jim will be
the second A division of 3-year-old Colts featured Acton's Heritage, one of the top racing 3-year-olds in the Maritimes this season, going on to win his division, holding off a late charge from Escort's Abe. Acton's Heritage on top past the half. He would go on to win it in 1:58.
Acton's Heritage, leader by the half. There goes Jaguar now, got 2 on the outside. Escort's Abe racing third. Maple Grove Gemini and Colony Fitz trailing the half. 59-2 fast. 3/8 all left to pace. Acton's Heritage taking on backside final time. They race on to the 3-quarter-mile mark. Acton's Heritage showing the way out front. Jaguar Knight drives up and at him on the outside second. Escort's Abe racing third. Maple Grove Gemini wide fourth. Midway around the final turn for home they count. 1:29-1 by the 3/4. Acton's Heritage is the one to catch. Here comes Escort's Abe moving up on the outside. Acton's Heritage, Escort's Abe giving chase on the outside right down to the wire. It's Acton's Heritage.
The final 3-year-old division on Monday afternoon of Old Home Week was a B division of a 3-year-old pacing Colts, and Cash Under the Table would win it for Jules Berrio in 2:02.
IG Happy trailing the half in a minute to fast. They're on the backstretch, final time. Approach 3-quarter-mile mark. Cash Under the Table is showing the way. Galenga Brandon is racing in second. Island Navigator going wide third. Fourth is Supreme Storm racing the far turn, final time. Cash Under the Table 1:32 by the 3/4. Cash Under the Table on top. Galenga Brandon is coming up on the outside, making the final turn for home. Cash Under the Table. Galenga Brandon is giving chase on the outside. Cash Under the Table and Galenga Brandon. It's gonna be Cash Under the Table. I wanna Galenga Brandon second.
Monday night of Old Home Week featured 3 trips better than 2 minutes on the evening. We start with race 9 on Monday night. The good-looking horse out of the Magdalen Islands, Chappie Angus, for Brian McPhee, going on to win in 1:59-4.
Chappie Angus She's moving up on the outside. Backside, final time to go. Chappie Angus getting a neck in front. Jones a Little John now second. There goes Balloon Meadoways on the outside third. They're into the third turn, final time. Chappie Angus on top. Blue Meadoways 2 lengths back now second. Jones a Little John racing third. 1:30 by the 3/4. They make the final turn for home. Chappie Angus on top. Here comes Blue Meadoways on the outside. FG Charles, but Chappie Angus is on top and pacing away. FG Charles.
Another quick mile on Monday night as we headed towards Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 3 came from Harborview Jacob, 3-year-old Rumpus Hanover Colt for Danny Romo, winning in 1:59.
Second, West River again showing third. Dexter's Wine is wide fourth. They're on the back stretch, final time. They're neck and neck out front. Harborview, Jacob and Joe 6-pack. They are battling for turn, final time. Harborview, Jacob is going to the top. Joe 6-pack now racing the second. Inside the final 8, 1:30 by the 3/4. Harborview, Jacob the one that catch. Joe 6-pack. Dexter's Wine way up on the outside. Keystone Lingo right down to the wire. Harborview Jacob wins Joe 6-pack.
Evening Patrick Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 3 on Monday night of Old Home Week will go down in the history books as the fastest mile ever paced on the Maritime half-mile tracks. And it was set by Little Black Book, a 5-year-old pacing bay mare out of Scarborough, Ontario, owned by George Miller. Paul Spook McKenzie in the bike for the record-setting mile and a Canadian record for aged mares on a half-mile track, just 2/5 off the world record. Let's watch this performance of 1:54 by Little Black Book.
Pacing a Little Black Book quickly away to attack him under there. Nero's Fire drives up to on the outside. Little Black Book in command early. Nero's Fire moves up to on the outside. Diplomat Kitty getting away third. From 4 is Rocket LaRue Wanted. And your trailer is Christopher C. down. Little Black Book in command of this field as they reach the opening quarter. Nero's Fire a tight second. Diplomat Kitty showing third. Rocket LaRue fourth. Wanted. And Christopher C. down trails a Little Black Book. 27-3 by the opening quarter. Off the top turn they come. And the Little Black Book is showing the way up front. Nero's Fire racing a second. Diplomat Kitty third. Here comes Rocket LaRue on the outside in fourth. Christopher C. down and a Wanted trails. 1/2 gone, 1 to go. A Little Black Book, your leader out front. There goes Rocket LaRue to challenge outside second. Nero's Fire racing third. They're into the paddock turn second time. 57-2 by the half. The pace quickens backside final time. A Little Black Book. The Rocket is starting to blast in the outside. They race the backstretch final time. A Little Black Book is taking him on. Rocket LaRue is now second. A Little Black Book is turning it on. A Little Black Book. Rocket LaRue. The pair of them are pulling away from this field. They have an 1/8 of a mile left to go. We've got a shot. We've got a shot. 1:25 4 3/4. It's Little Black Book. And Little Black Book is going to win it. By how much? Little Black Book by 4. By 5. Little Black Book wins trial number 3. Rocket LaRue second. Christopher C. down 3. Campaign in Cranmore, Paul McKenzie. George Miller heard about this race in Scarborough, Ontario. He decided to send down this mare. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to welcome back a new Maritime Champ trot pacing record, 1:54. The mile for Little Black Book. 1:54.
And it was Little Black Book destroying the competition in Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 3 in maritime record fashion, and a new track record for the Charlottetown Driving Park. 1:54 flat the mile. Paul McKenzie again in the bike for the owner George Miller of Scarborough, Ontario. Definitely a night to go down in history for everyone in attendance at the Charlottetown Driving Park on Monday night, August 9th. Tuesday afternoon of Old Home Week, we started things off with the Colonel Dan Invitational Trot, and leading to the 5H Rustico Sunset for Alerpino. She would go on to trot to victory in 2:03.
Taking on backside, final time. Wins the big one is trotting second. Sensuous Elmer Hurst there. Dozer is moving 3 wide forward. They're on the backstretch. Second and final time. And the Rustico Sunset on top by 3 open line. Sensuous Elmer Hurst trotting strongly outside second. 1:32 and 4 by the 3/4. They have an eighth of a mile left to trot. And the Rustico Sunset is taking them on home. Sensuous Elmer Hurst giving chase on the outside second. But Rustico Sunset is strong to the lane. Rustico Sunset wins the Colonel Dan Trot.
Tuesday afternoon of Old Home Week also saw the Charlottetown Driving Park host the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old pacing fillies. The first race of the fillies was a B division on the afternoon, and Inquisitor would go on to win it for Ken McDonald, pacing home in 2:02 and 3.
Strides, backside, final time. They move by the 3/4 mile mark. She's a chip getting a neck in front. Inquisitor is coming back on up the rail. P.H. Rosie winding up third. Fourth is I'm Raleigh. 1:32 and 2 by the 3/4. He'll come at us 4 wide as they turn for home. Inquisitor clearing by 2. P.H. Rosie, I'm Raleigh up on the outside. Inquisitor taking him on home. P.H. Rosie a light rush. Inquisitor coming up. P.H. Rosie second.
Another B division of a 3-year-old filly saw a judge's call make the eventual winner being set back. Let's watch the outcome of the second B division on Tuesday afternoon.
Led by Baloo Meadow, Image up front. The Phantom Ship drives up 2 on the outside. Kildare Lil racing it along the rail third. Image Creation is pacing wide fourth. Far turn final time. 3/4, 1:31 and 3. Midway around the final turn for home they come. Baloo Meadow, Image on top. The Phantom Ship giving chase on the outside second. Image Creation tipping 3 wide. Kildare Lil locked it up the rail. Baloo Meadow, Image. Kildare Lil is coming up along the rail. Kildare Lil is coming on right down to the wire. It's too close to call. Could be the Phantom Ship.
And it was the Phantom Ship first under the wire, but a judge's inquiry saw the Phantom Ship being set back due to stretch interference, and the race going to Kildare Lil for Leo Peters, 2:03 and 4. The third 3-year-old filly B division went to Debbie Diane for Elton Miller, taking a new race record in this heat, 2:02 and 1.
They go to the back stretch, second and final time. Explosive Splurge outside, showing on top. Herod Style still there up the rail, second. Dakota Blue moves off the rail, third. Debbie Diana's racing fourth. They're by the 3/4 mile mark. And your leader up front, Explosive Splurge, taking him to the 7/8. Debbie Diane is coming 3 wide, the outside second. Dakota Blue now racing third. 1:32 by the 3/4. The final 8 stud pace. Debbie Diane is coming quickly on the outside. Debbie Diane, Dakota Blue. It's going to be Debbie Diane to winner. Dakota Blue second. Explosive Splurge for
The first A division of 3-year-old fillies on Tuesday afternoon featured the matchup of Maritime 2-year-old champ of 1992, Molzan, and R.E.'s Cloud. Molzan going on to win it for Donnie McDougall, 1:59 4.
4 by the half. They get on by the 5/8 mark. R.E.'s Cloud showing the way up front. Last time down, second Molzan coming back up on the outside. They race the backstretch final time. R.E.'s Cloud, Molzan is coming at her once again on the outside. Last time down, racing third. Hillview Bonnie going wide in 4. Racing to the 7/8 mark. R.E.'s Cloud and Molzan. 1:30 2 by the 3/4. R.E.'s Cloud and Molzan. Here comes last time down on the outside. R.E.'s Cloud. Molzan is coming up on the outside. Molzan is coming on. Molzan wins it. R.E.'s Cloud second.
The second A division of 3-year-old fillies saw Blue Chip Down in rain to Steve Maher go wire to wire. Last quarter of 28 4. Blue Chip Down taking a new race record in here of 2:01 3.
They go. Blue Chip Down showing the way. Sparkling Cloud is second, and Midi is moving quickly on the outside. Midi is full of pace, and after the leader, Blue Chip Down. They're now battling up front. Neck and neck, fair turn, final time. Blue Chip Down on top. 1:32 4 by the 3/4. They have 1/8 of a mile left to go. Blue Chip Down taking them on home. Sparkling Cloud. Midi coming up on the outside. Blue Chip Down strong through the lane. And Blue Chip Down wins it. Midi second. Sparkling.
The final A division of 3-year-old fillies on Tuesday afternoon saw Racketeer getting home strong for Danny Romo to win in 2:02.
The backstretch, second and final time. Happy Zimp is your leader up front as they get on by the 3/4 mile mark. Belly going on up the rail, second a Whispering Abe on the outside. Third a Racketeer showing fourth. Cindy Ella's going through wide of fifth. Airborne to Governess and Paris Model trailing 1:32 3 by the 3/4. Inside the final 8. Happy Zimp is the one to catch as they race through the lane. Happy Zip. Here comes a Racketeer on the outside. A Racketeer is coming on right down to the wire. It's too close to call between a
One of the more impressive performances early on in Old Home Week was Tuesday night on a cool, windy evening. The President's Pace of 1993 going to C. Sadil for Stevie Charlton. Driving for his father, the owner Bernard Charlton. Stevie Charlton had C. Sadil home strong. Last quarter in 29 1 to win in 1:56 4.
City moves up to on the outside as they drive into the first turn. City is going to the top. Wilcox Fantasy is racing second. Thriller Elmer is moving quickly on the outside third. They are racing up the backstretch first time. Led by City up front. Thriller Elmer up to on the outside. Wilcox Fantasy pacing third. Dallas Rocks now fourth. They are battling up front as they race on to the 3/8 mark. 28 2 by the opening quarter. City is showing the way off the top turn. Thriller Elmer trying to them on the outside second. Wilcox Fantasy watching the quick battle up front third. Showing fourth is Dallas Rocks. 1/2 gone, 1 to go. City shows the way up front. Thriller Elmer takes his spot off the rail second. Parkhurst is moving wide third. Wilcox Fantasy now fourth. 57 1 by the half. Cedeal is your leader, backside, final time. Thriller Elmerhurst racing second. Parkhurst on the outside third. They're on the backstretch, final time. Led by Cedeal up front. Parkhurst giving chase second. Dallas Rocks is now showing third. Far turn, final time. They race on to the 7/8 mark. Cedeal opening up. 1:27 by the 3/4. Cedeal has taken him on home. Cedeal by 4 open legs to the lane. Cedeal wins it. Going away. Parker second. Dylan.
Wednesday afternoon of Old Home Week, the Charlottetown Driving Park hosted the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 2-year-old pacing colts. 6 divisions. Here we see the first B division, and the leader backside final time is Timey Chris for Gary Chappell, going on to win it 2:03.3.
On the back stretch, final time. Timey Chris is strong off the top now by 4 open legs. Harry's Brandon is racing second, Glow Phantom third. Glengall Wally goes out stride fourth as they race on to the 7/8 mark. Your leader, Timey Chris, is taking it on home. 1:32.2 by the 3/4. Inside the final 8 to go, Timey Chris. Harry's Brandon with a late rush on the outside, but it's all Timey Chris to win it. Harry's Brandon second. Glengall.
The second B division of 2-year-old colts on Wednesday afternoon goes to Riverlea Lochiel for Donnie McNeil as the colt picked up a new mark of 2:04.2.
The 3/4. Riverlea Lochiel is the one to catch, and Harvard Graduate is coming up on the outside. Riverlea Lochiel. Harvard Graduate is giving chase through the lane. Up on the outside is Dunmer Tuffy. It's all Riverlea Lochiel to win it. Second, Harvard.
The first A division of 2-year-old colts in Atlantic Sire Stakes action went to 4 men only. 2-year-old colt driven to victory in 2:02.1 by Sean Shannon.
Woodmere Hare, Dunmer Mister, those two battle backside, final time. Dunmer Mister getting a neck in front of Woodmere Hare, still there and battling back. They're now neck and neck, stride for stride up front. Woodmere Hare, Dunmer Mister, 4 men only up along the inside, a tied third. Fourth is J.R. Eve, 1:31.3 by the 3/4, and a Woodmere Hare responding to the challenge, clears by a full length. 4 men only now second. Dunmer Mister racing third. Here comes 4 men only on the outside, and Woodmere Hare. 4 men only outside, Woodmere Hare. 4 men only wins it. Woodmere Hare second.
The second A division of 2-year-old colts went to Guy on the Go. 2-year-old colt in rein to Russell Burgoyne, stepping up final quarter in here of 29 seconds to go in 2:01.2. Let's watch.
Those two now battle it out, backside, final time. Here goes Guy on the Go, and he's going 3 wide on the outside and to the top. Guy on the Go on top. Seals Explorer now second. Yellow Bay Fighter is moving quickly on the outside. He's after the leader, Guy on the Go. 1:32.2 by the 3/4 inside the final 8. And Guy on the Go, the one to catch. Yellow Bay Fighter giving chase on the outside. But Guy on the Go is finding more and opening up. Guy on the Go to win it. Yellow Bay Fighter second. Seals Explorer.
A second B division of 2-year-old colts heads for the 7/8 mark, led by Royal Abe and Clarkie Smith. The pair would go on to win it in 2:05.2.
And your leader is Royal Age swinging for home. 5-0 is racing a second. Through the stretch they come, led by Royal Age. 5-0 Premier Etoile home stretch up along the rail. It's going to be Royal Age to win it. 5-0 second.
The final two-year-old Colt pacing action in the Atlantic Sire Stakes on Wednesday afternoon went to the Dinger Man for Paul McDonald, leading the field here into the 5/8 turn. The Dinger Man would pace a final quarter of 28-3, going on to win it in 2:02.
Adam Down is racing it along the rail second. Third on the outside, Dutch Rebel. He's all top, motoring outside fourth. They get on by the 3/4 mile mark. The Dinger Man turning it on up front now as they race on to the 7/8 mark. It's the Dinger Man on top. Dutch Rebel to the outside second. Adam Down coming up along the rail. 1:33-2 by the 3/4. Turning for home. It's the Dinger Man on top. Adam Down is closing up on the outside. The Dinger Man is gonna win it. He's all talk second.
Wednesday night's feature during Old Home Week was the Chevy Acorn Memorial Pace, named in the honor of the late chief timer here at the driving park. And Bub is taking them by the 5/8. He would go on to win it with David O'Brien driving. Bub winning 2 minutes, 2/5.
Leader Bub as they battle it out backside final time. They get on by the 3/4 mile mark. Bub on top. Head over blazing fast. Head up the rail showing their pokey Teddy wide for its classy win. And then may contain trailing 1:30-4 by the 3/4. They make the final turn for home. Coming at us 4 wide as they race through the lane. Bub on top. Head over on the outside. Up along the rail. Blazing finesse is coming on. It's going to be Bub to win it. Please.
Thursday afternoon of Old Home Week featured a unique event with the running of the Moosehead Maritime Pacing Classic Mares Pace. There were 2 eliminations held. The top 4 finishers from each elimination came back an hour and a half later for the running of the final. Here we pick up the first $1,300 Moosehead Maritime Mares Pacing Classic elimination.
Up to on the outside as they drive to the first turn, led by Weavor's Pride up front. As a 5-2 open lines, Trey Brothers racing second. Silverwood Diane showing third up the ramp. Up on the outside, Surfside Elmer's car fourth. She's third. She's now second. And going on for it as they race on by the opening quarter. Weavor's Pride shows the way up front. Surfside Elmer's up to on the outside. Trey Ground is showing third. Fourth is Silverwood Diane. Bioamber is wide in 5. 29-3 by the opening quarter. Off the top turn they come. Swinging for the half-mile mark, led by Weavor's Pride up front. Surfside Elmerhurst alongside. Those two are battling neck and neck by the half. They race the paddock turn second time. And Weavor's Pride, your leader out front. Surfside Elmerhurst parked out second. Trey Ground third. Bioamber is wide in fourth. 58-1 by the half. They race the backstretch, second and final time. Weavor's Pride, your leader up front. Surfside Elmerhurst, Bioamber's going 3 wide third. Trey Ground looks at it from the rail and four. Fairly dandy up between horses, Silverwood Diane and another Terra trailing. They race on to the 7/8 mark. Weavor's Pride still on top. 129-1 by the 3/4. Weavor's Pride, the one to catch in elimination 1. Surfside Elmerhurst is coming back on. Weavor's Pride, Surfside Elmerhurst back on. It's gonna be Weavor's Pride.
The second elimination of the Moosehead Maritime Mares Pacing Classic on a Thursday afternoon. Again, the top 4 finishers from this race advancing to the final later on in the afternoon. And another great horse race, Jill Finesse winning it for Paul McDonald as the mare getting a new race record in here. Last quarter, 28-4, the mile, 2 minutes flat.
Showing forth that the winner's old-time Colt. Reindeer set up the backstretch first time, going to the opening quarter. This field is shown the way by Dexter's wide out front. Jill Finesse back there second, old-time Colt showing third. Fourth is Alan Diver, Dustin and Tricia parked out fifth. In sixth, Don Lindsay, and your trainer Stiff Links Girl, 29-3 by the opening quarter. Off the top to they come. Dexter's wine is showing the way up front. Has it by a length and a half. Jill Finesse sitting second. Dustin and Tricia parked out third. Old-time Colt racing fourth. Don Lindsay wide in five. Then Alan Diver, and your trainer moving up is Stiff Links Girl. Past the half and a minute flat. Racing the paddock turn. They move to the 5-8 mark. And the Dexter's wide on top now by 2. Jill Finesse racing second, showing through up the real old-time Colt. Don Lindsay going 3 wide on the outside. She's now third and driving on up front. Stiff Links Girl has put a pace wide. Fourth, old-time Colt now fifth. Island Ivory and Dusty Line Tricia trailing 1:31.1 by the 3/4. They have a length of a mile left to go. Dexter's wine, the one to catch. Don Lindsay is coming up on the outside. Dexter's wine, Don Lindsay, Jill Finesse splits horses and coming on. Jill Finesse is gonna win it. Don Lindsay.
Thursday afternoon also featured the Dairy Queen Futurity 2-year-old trot final, purse of over $14,000, and a leading past the 3/4 on the screen, Hedgerow Horton for Kelly Watts. They would go on to win it, but were set back due to failure to lose ground while on a break going to the opening quarter. The eventual winner, due to the setback, was Buster Hill in rain to Paul McDonald, trotting 2:05.3.
Exotic now the leader. 2-year-old trotters, purse of over 14,000. West River Exotic has gone off stride, and Hedgerow Horton, Buster Hill on the outside. Hedgerow Horton and Buster Hill. It's gonna be Hedgerow Horton.
The final race on Thursday afternoon's card of Old Home Week was the Moosehead Maritime Pacing Mares Final, purse of $2,600. The 8-horse field was comprised of the top 4 finishers from the 2 eliminations held earlier in the afternoon. And going on to win this big race was Jill Finesse. Once again, she won her elimination. She'd win the final for Paul McDonald, lowering her record to 158-4.
Dexter's wine drives up to on the outside. Wayward Pride getting away third. Surfside Outlanders looks on at fourth. Jill Finesse into leader, backside first time. They make their way to the opening quarter, and Jill Finesse showing the way up front. Racing second is Wayward Pride, showing third at the rail. And Dexter's wine, Surfside Outlanders, drop gated fourth. Moving up on the outside, Don Lindsay. They race to the 3/8 mark, 29 seconds flat. By the opening quarter, off the top to make up. Jill Finesse shows the way. Don Lindsay is moving up the challenge on the outside second. Showing third, Wayward Pride, fairly dandy, wide in 5. And to get on by the half-mile mark, led by Jill Finesse up front. Don Merlinzy alongside second. Away Boys Pride third. Fourth outside Fairly Dandy. Dexter's Wine of fifth. Surfside Elmhurst Old Time Culling. And Touray Craig Brown Trilling 58-3 by the half. They're on the backstretch, second and final time. And Jill Finesse by a neck. Don Merlin to the outside second. Wayboard Pride is racing at third. They're battling up front. Neck and neck to the 7/8 mark. Jill Finesse up the rail. Don Merlin on the outside. 1:29 by the 3/4. They have an eighth of a mile left to go. Jill Finesse regains by a length. Don Merlinzy is coming back on. Don Merlinzy and Jill Finesse. Jill Finesse and Don Merlinzy right down to the wire. It's Jill Finesse coming on. Don Merlinzy second. Dexter's 1-4-3.
Thursday night of Old Home Week featured the Wall Hennessy Memorial Pace and a stretch drive by Tantalon Scott, who took them by the half with Von Doyle driving, would go on to win it in 1:59-3.
Tantalon Scott and Chappie Angus now 3 wide second. Karen Furious between them third. Caprelio racing it along the rail fourth. 59-3 by the half. Backside final time they go. Tantalon Scott shows the way up front. Racing second up the rail is Caprelio. They're on the backstretch final time. Tantalon Scott by a length and a half. Chappie Angus 3 wide second. Caprelio racing third. Fourth is barely a breeze. They race on to the 7/8 mark. 1:30 by the 3/4. It's Tantalon Scott. Here comes Chappie Angus. Moving up on the outside. It's Tantalon Scott. Chappie Angus had him on the outside. Caprelio is coming on. Right down to the wire. Tantalon Scott wins it. It's close.
Friday afternoon of Old Home Week, Charlottetown and Maritime fans got their first look at the late blossoming American-bred 2-year-old Love Ya Later, making a 3-wide move here past the 5/8, the 2-year-old son of Nihilator, and a budding career in the works for this pacer. This his first lifetime start. Kenny Erskine in the bike. Love Ya Later winning by open lengths on this day, 2:03-1.
And opening up with every stride as they race on to the 7/8 mark. Love Ya Later by 5. They have an eighth of a mile left to go. 3/4, 1:34 off the final turn for home they come. And Love Ya Later opening up on this field through the stretch. They'll race for place on this one. Love Ya Later is much the best. Second.
Friday afternoon of Old Home Week featured the Duck Acorn Stake Race for 3-year-old pacing colts. 3 divisions of the 3-year-old colts went to post. The first division goes to Jaguar Knight for Gary McDonald. Last quarter of 28-4 gave Jaguar Knight a new race record in the first division of the Duck Acorn, 1:58.
To drive the first turn. King Harold is showing the way up front. Jaguar Knight comes away second, showing third. Conmel Classic. Just a little action up on the outside in fourth. Here is up the back stretch. First time, Jaguar Knight on the move early. He's pacing strong on the outside and going to the top. Jaguar Knight on top by 2. King Harold is racing second. Conmel Classic third. Fourth is just a little action next. Burl South from 5, Glengale Brandon, and What a Robin Ferry. Quarter mile in 29-3/5. Jaguar Knight in command of this field of 3-year-old pacing colts as they round the top turn, straighten out through the stretch. First time they approach the half-mile mark, and Jaguar Knight is showing the way up front. King Harold is right there second. Clonmel Classic showing third. Fourth, just a little action. Thanks, Spire rides the outside in 5. And that's Glengall Brandon. And what a Robin Trilling. Pass the half, 59 and 3/5. 3/8 left to go. Jaguar Knight's taking on backside final time. King Harold is racing second. Clonmel Classic third. Fourth, just a little action. They're on the backstretch final time. Jaguar Knight pacing strong off the top. Clears this field now by 3 open line. 1:29 and 1 by the 3/4. They have an eighth of a mile left to go. Jaguar Knight turning it on, opening daylight on this field as they race through the stretch for the mile. Jaguar Knight wins Division 1 on top and pacing away. Just a little action, second, now.
The second of 3 divisions of the Duck Acorn Stake for 3-year-old colts produced the quickest of the 3 and a new stake mark as Harbor View Jacob, 3-year-old son of Rumpus Hanover, going on to win it for Danny Romo. The colt getting home strong, picked up a new race record in this division of 1:57 and 2.
Escorting 1/3. West River Diesel is followed pace and flying up 3 on the outside. They get on by the 8th mark. Race the backstretch first time going to the 8.1 West River Diesel shows the way up front. Now second, Maple Ground Gemini. Escorting is parked on the outside. Third on already showing fourth on MacPhail. And Harbor View Jacob front. 29 second slot by the 8.25. West River Diesel is leading now by 3 open miles. Maple Ground Gemini racing second Escorting parked on the outside. Third on another placing fourth. Harbor View Jacob on the move in 5. And MacPhail and West River Diesel. Major leader by 3 has a half-mile mark. Escorting is racing second. Maple Ground Gemini now third. Harbor View Jacob full of pace sliding 4th. They race by the 5/8 mark. 57 and 1 by the half. West River Diesel taking them backside final time. They approach 3/4 mile mark. West River Diesel on top. Harbor View Jacob is winding up on the outside as they get on by the 3/4 mile mark. Harbor View Jacob sails on by the leader. Harbor View Jacob 3/4 1:27 and 4/5. Harbor View Jacob is on top and opening up. Harbor View Jacob by 5. Escorts second. West River Diesel showing third. They're in deep stretch and Harbor View Jacob's on top and pacing away. Escorts second. West River Diesel will be.
The third and final division of the Duck Acorn Stake for 3-year-old colts on Friday afternoon of Old Home Week featured the 2 heavyweights in the 3-year-old pacing colt division all summer long, Acton's Heritage and Vagabond Victor. These 2 would go at it throughout the mile, and Acton's Heritage coming up strong in the final few strides to win it for Danny Romo, 1:58 and 4.
Acton's Heritage moves up to on the outside. They drive into the first turn. Zasta's Prince showing the way up front. Acton's Heritage drives up to on the outside. They get on by the 8th mark. Acton's Heritage is showing the way up front. There goes Vagabond Victor. He's looking for the lane to the 1/4. Vagabond Victor parked up and living to the top. Acton's Heritage is racing second. I got the 6th. Acton's Heritage showing after 29-1 by the 1/4. Racing to the 3/8 mark. Vagabond Victor showing the way up front. Acton's Heritage is racing second. Heritage showing third. From 4 as they race off the top turn. 4 race the paddock turn second time. Vagabond Victor, your leader up front. 58 and 2 by the half-mile mark. Hey, you race the backstretch final time. Vagabond Victor and Acton's Heritage. Hey, you're racing to the 3/4 mile mark. Play Cat and Mouse up front. Vagabond Victor waiting for the challenge from Acton's Heritage as they race the bar turn final time. The battle is heating up. Vagabond Victor, Acton's Heritage, Justice Princess coming up on the outside. 130 by the 3/4. Here they go. Vagabond Victor, Acton's Heritage coming at him on the outside. Vagabond Victor, Acton's Heritage on the outside. Right down the bar. It's Acton's Heritage to win it.
Friday night of Old Home Week featured 2 Evening Patrick Gold Cup and Saucer Consolation Paces, and the first went in at race 6 on the evening, purse of $7,500, and Hawkeye Sherimer for Danny O'Brien, making a big move off the final turn for home, winning it in 1:57 and 4.
Jimmy's big star in Nero's Fire, moving up through it on the outside. Hey, 3 wide heads up front as the battle for position, getting on by the 8th mark. Jimmy's big score parked out is showing on top. Parkhurst racing second, Nero's Fire at the rail third. Up on the outside. There goes Ryan Full Lion parked down in 4. Hawkeye Shermer looks at it from 5. And that's General's Gate racing in 7 killing time. And your trailer is Cooley Tuck. 29 seconds flat by the opening quarter. They race on to the 3/8 mark. This field shown the way off the top turn by Jimmy's big score up front. Parked on the outside, Nero's Fire driving second. Parkhurst at the rail third. Ryan Flying is wide in 4, racing in pairs up front. 1/2 gone, 1 to go. Jimmy's big score, your leader to the paddock turn second time. Nero's Fire drives at him outside second. Parkhurst racing third. Here goes Ryan Flying 3 wide on the outside fourth. 58 and 2 by the half. Ryan Flying is after Jimmy's big score. He raced the backstretch final time. Jimmy's big score on top. Ryan Flying's at him outside second. Hawkeye Sherimer's ready to strike. 3 wide third. General's Gate is coming up on the outside fourth. 1:28 and 2 by the 3/4. Jimmy's big score. Here comes Hawkeye Sherimer up on the outside. Jimmy's big score. Hawkeye Sherimer's giving chase. Hawkeye Sherimer's coming on. Jimmy's big score is taking him on. Jimmy's big score. Hawkeye Sherimer. Hawkeye Sherimer to win it. Jimmy's big score second. General's Gate.
The final race of Friday night of Old Home Week featured the Evening Patrick Gold Cup and Saucer Consolation number 2, and Buddy Hanover getting the lead off the gate. He would go on to win it for Dr. Ian Moore. Last quarter of 27 and 4. Buddy Hanover winning Consolation number 2 in 1:57 and 2.
Hanover and Special Star parked up. Diplomat Kitty racing up on the rail, showing that third. They drive by the opening quarter. Buddy Hanover shows the way up front. Diplomat Kitty now a tight second. A Special Star is found the rail third. Here goes for the fans on the outside and 4. Opening quarter in 28 and 3/5. They make the turn for the half. Buddy Hanover is showing the way up front. Racing second, Diplomat Kitty. Up on the outside, here comes Wanted now third. He's second and looking for the late halfway home 59 and 3 by the half. They're on the backstretch, second and final time, and Buddy Hanover still on top. Wanted is now racing second, showing through the rail, looking for Racing Room Diplomat Katie. Nukes the Majesty's tipping 3 wide fourth. Far turn, final time they go, and Buddy Hanover is turning it on up front. 1:29 and 3 by the 3/4. They have an eighth of a mile left to go. Buddy Hanover on top. Diplomat Katie is coming up on the outside. Buddy Hanover wins consolation to Diplomat Katie.
Saturday afternoon of Old Home Week also saw the driving park play host to the Dairy Queen Futurity 2-year-old filly eliminations. 3 eliminations on the afternoon. The first of 3 in here goes to Dexter's Jane for Earl Smith, 202 and 4.
Dexter's Jane taking them on home. First class is giving chase as they race to the stretch for them. Dexter's Jane wins elimination number 1. First class second, Jackie.
The second Dairy Queen 2-year-old filly elimination goes to Sale of the Century, who leads here to the 3/4 for Clarkie Smith. Sale of the Century, 205 and 4.
Zipper on the outside in four. Bargain Hills moving from the back. Here race the far turn, final time. Sale of the Century is showing on top. 1:34 and 4 by the 3/4. Sale of the Century, the one to catch. Ari's the lowest. Forgot's the outside third. Zipper Bell, Lonesome Alana racing fifth. Through the stretch they come. Sale of the Century. Hurries the lowest on the outside. Lonesome Alana's coming on. Sale of the Century wins it.
The third and final Dairy Queen 2-year-old filly elimination went to Magic Dexter for Ralph Finnear. She's in the lead here. She went on to win it in 204.
Up on the outside, 3 wide there. Charlotte takes on stride as they race into the far turn, final time. It's Magic Dexter on top. Color of Strength is moving outside second, showing through Ashton Dexter. 1:34 and 1 by the 3/4. Magic Dexter taking him on home. Pillar of Strength on the outside. It's Magic Dexter. Pillar of Strength, Ashton Dexter. Magic Dexter wins it. Ashton Dexter second. Pillar of Strength.
A big feature every year during Old Home Week is the Newfoundland Pace for the horsemen and fans in attendance. And former track announcer from Newfoundland, Bill Driscoll, calls the stretch drive.
Joey's Movada. They race the lane for the mile. They'll have the catch. Be consistent. Up on the outside, Big Dylan. To the wire, it's gonna be consistent. Big Dylan and Mayron Rico.
The Norman MacPhail Memorial Pace rounded out the Saturday afternoon card at the Charlottetown Driving Park. BK's Trouble in Rain to Paul McDonald, going on to win it in 1:59 and 3.
On the outside second. Hurries Silas showing third. Kenyon Boy the outside and fourth. He's selling down fifth. They get on by the 3/4. BK Trouble, you're leader out front as they race on to the 7/8 mark. 1:30 and 4 by the 3/4. BK's Trouble, the one to catch. Military Man on the outside. Hurries Cloud. BK's Trouble is taken up to the line. Military Man on the outside. It's gonna be BK's Trouble.
The final card of racing for Old Home Week 1993, Saturday night, August 14th, of course, featured the 20,000 Gold Cup and Saucer race. But a couple of other races of note. Won the Dairy Queen Futurity 3-year-old trot final, and it featured the battle again of Dusty Lane Dillon and Maple Leaf again. Maple Leaf again getting up to win it in 2:06 last quarter, 29-3.
They trot the backstretch, final time. Dusty Lane Dillon showing away out front. Maple Leaf again is right there. Second, touch and gone, showing through at the rail. Bulletin board on the outside. Trotting midway around the final turn home. 1:36 by the 3/4. Dusty Lane Dillon. Here comes Maple Leaf again up on the outside. Dusty Lane Dillon. Maple Leaf again is coming up on the outside. Dusty Lane Dillon. Maple Leaf again. It's too close to call. We'll need a picture.
The second last race of Old Home Week 1993 was the Papermaker Pace, and winning it in here, the Invader from the Magdalen Islands, Chappie Angus, winning for the third time in his 4 August starts at the Charlottetown Driving Park. Donnie McNeil in the bike. Chappie Angus winning the Papermaker Pace, 1:59-4.
Austin Dexter racing third. Bud takes the spot at the rail fourth. Chappie Angus is now fifth. Joe Sixpack from 6. Your trailer is runner Jim. 29 seconds flat by the opening quarter. Here comes Chappie Angus moving up on the outside. He's after the leader Dallas Rocks as they race in front of the stand first time. Driving halfway home. Your leader up front is Dallas Rocks. Chappie Angus is racing second, blazing Finance third. Fourth on the outside, Bond and Ashton next to Joe Sixpack. And the runner Jim trailing 59-3 by the half. They race the backstretch, final time. Dallas Rocks, your leader out front. Chappie Angus drives up and on the outside. Second, blazing Finance racing it along the rail at third. They're by the 3/4 mile mark. Chappie Angus getting a neck in front. Dallas Rocks is now second, blazing Finesse wide third. They are racing to the 7/8 mark. Dallas Rocks coming back on. Chappie Angus is still there. 1:30-2 by the 3/4. They're still on it as they turn for home. Chappie Angus, Dallas Rocks, blazing Finesse coming up on the outside. Chappie Angus, it's gonna be Chappie Angus!
Ladies and gentlemen, you've witnessed some great racing here on LFJ Productions Best of Old Home Week 1993 tape, but the best is yet to come, the 34th running of the Evening Patriot Gold Cup and Saucer. Coming up, we'll show you the pomp and pageantry of one of the greatest races in all of North America, and it's set at the Charlottetown Driving Park each and every August. Enjoy the remainder of the tape up and coming, and the Charlottetown Driving Park invites you back to Charlottetown for Old Home Week 1994.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming down the track are the Evening Patriot Gold Cup and Saucer girls, 9 girls, each one representing a horse in tonight's 34th running of the Evening Patriot Gold Cup and Saucer race. Should her horse win the race, she will be crowned Miss Gold Cup and Saucer. Car number 1 is Dawn Gallant. Dawn is the 22-year-old daughter of Michael and Donna Gallant of Parkdale. Dawn is attending UPEI with the goal of attaining her Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Her interests include harness racing, swimming, volleyball, and badminton. Dawn Gallant, she represents Samalu Magnific. And Dawn is being escorted to her seat by Colonel John Hamilton Gray, Premier of Prince Edward Island. Car number 2 is Cindy Knox. Cindy is the 21-year-old daughter of Peter and Doreen Knox of Bunbury. A graduate of Charlottetown Rural High School, her future plans are to join the RCMP. Cindy enjoys dancing and reading. She represents Christopher C. Down. And Cindy being escorted to her seat by Johnny McDonald, Attorney General, Canada West. Her is Pamela Bradley. completed her second year at UPEI and hopes for a career in teaching. Pam's interests include sports and music. Pam Bradley, she represents Winds of Peace. And she's being escorted to her seat by George Etienne Cartier, Attorney General, Canada East. Our next car is Roseanne McKay. Roseanne is the 20-year-old daughter of Wayne and Lynn McKay of Southport. She has completed her second year in science at UPEI. Her immediate plans are to obtain her degree, while her long-term plans are undecided. Her interests include music, sports, piano, friends, family. Roseanne McKay, she represents Little Black Book. And being escorted to her seat by Thomas Darcy McGee, Minister of Agriculture. And our next car is Crystal O'Brien. Crystal is the 19-year-old daughter of Percy and Debbie O'Brien of Vernon River. She is in her second year retail management program at Holland College. Crystal's plans are to open a retailing clothing store on Prince Edward Island. Her interests include sports, animals, children. She represents Some Nice Catch. And being escorted to her seat by Dr. Charles Tupper, Provincial Secretary, Nova Scotia. And our next car is Leanne Mayu. Leanne is the 19-year-old daughter of Carter and Mary Mayu of Krakow. She's entering her third year at UPEI, working toward her Bachelor of Science in Biology and continued training to be a dentist or a pharmacist. Her interests include singing, badminton, music, and sports. Leanne Mayu, she represents Shannon Commander. And she's being escorted to her seat by Samuel Leonard Tilley, Provincial Secretary of New Brunswick. Her is Amber McDonald. Amber is the 20-year-old daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Kenny McDonald of Wind Road. She is a graduate of the Holland College Hospitality Management course. Her future plans are to travel. Her interests include riding, aerobics, and travel. She represents Fair Park. Escorted to her seat by George Coles, MPP, for Prince Edward Island. The next vehicle is Barbie Matheson. Barbie is the 21-year-old daughter of Roddy and Blanche Matheson of Charlottetown. She has completed first-year university, and her future plans include physiotherapy. Her interests include sports and church activities. Barbie Matheson, she represents Kilkerran-Ingle. Barbie being escorted to her seat by Hector Louis Langevin, Solicitor General, Canada East. And Michelle McDonald. Michelle is the 20-year-old daughter of Walter and Barb McDonald of Charlottetown. Michelle is a sophomore at UPEI and plans to complete her arts degree. Her interests include hospital volunteer services, singing, reading, and art. Michelle McDonald, she represents Rocket LaRue. Racing in Charlottetown, here on Prince Edward Island, has always been a tradition of racing segment here on PEI. In tonight's classic race, we have the region's best horses and drivers competing for $20,000 in purse money and the much coveted Gold Cup and Saucer Trophy. To the owners, the drivers, the trainers, and the grooms, we extend good luck and good racing. Our first entry in tonight's classic, dominated the 2 and 3-year-old 26 number of times in 1991 and 1992. Now 4, she's tackled the big boys all summer long and has been right there on allocation. She's a winner of close to $150,000. She sports a 157.3 mile record. She's a former winner of 17 straight races here in the Maritimes. She's a shining product of maritime breeding. She's owned by Sandy Fraser of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, and driven by Charlottetown Pacific Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, from the off-board and post one, let's see, stop, Consistency in horse racing is the mark of a class horse. This horse can get it going when the going gets tough. Runner-up in this race last year, he'll have to be watched again tonight. He's a winner of over $120,000 lifetime and sports a race record of 156 and 3. Finishing third in trial number 3, he was race timed in 156.5. Owner Milton Downing of St. John, New Brunswick has been here before, and tonight he hopes driver Jody Hennessy of Charlottetown can win this race as Jody guides from post number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Christopher C. Post number 3 this evening belongs to the fastest maritime bridge performer ever in the Maritimes. Undefeated in the 7 starts this year, he faced Furrow Raceway 2 weeks ago in a tremendous mile of 154 and 4 at that time a maritime mark. Tonight, this horse faces its stiffest test of its undefeated season, and should he pass the test, he'll do the Maritimes proud. This horse is owned by Doug Ferguson of Tenerife, Nova Scotia, and the talented female fans, Claire McDonald, will drive the post 3. Our next entry in tonight's race stood off the maritime racing scene earlier this summer with his 155 maritime record mile at Fredericton Raceway. He also showed his extreme speed here in winning trial 1 in a 4-wide move in 156 and 3. Owners Ashley and John Colt on this prestigious race of Tigerberg in 1990 and would love to add tonight's race to their horses' racing accomplishments. Mr. Old Home Week, Gary McDonald, would love to win this race as well. And tonight, Gary is the man to guide from post number 4. Let's see, Shannon Commander! World-class horses are becoming more common in this world-class race in the past couple of years. This mare stunned the Canadian racing scene here on Monday night with a track and maritime race record winning mile of 154.5. She has raced against North America's best mares this year and shows career earnings approaching $250,000. George Miller of Scarborough, Ontario is the owner. Charlottetown boy Paul McKenzie is the driver. Ladies and gentlemen, the fastest mare ever in Canada on a half-mile track leads from post number 5 tonight. You know her. Let's hear it for Bill. Speed and consistency are the makings of our next starter. He loves to race and can take off the gate as quick as any horse in the region. His consistency is present in his start lines, always there in rapid fashion. Co-holder of the fastest half ever paced at the Charlottetown driving park of 56 and 2. On her way to Burley of Nova Scotia. Hopes the expert touch of Old Homeway's top driver, Danny Romo, can get the job done as Danny Romo will steer from post number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Wins of Speed. Our next entry, Broadwood of the Prince Edward Island, the fastest set of sharp lines are seen well for racing fans with miles in the 151, 152 range. Scoring a race record of 151 and 4, this horse is closing in on career earnings of $250,000. Race time to 155 in trial number 3. He's owned by Bill Ferguson, now Farms, and his driver, Mike McDonald. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce from the launch pad 7, Rocket Liberty! The first of two running posts in tonight's race goes to this horse. A horse who is rapidly going when it gets stopped. He has graced the best pacers in the region all summer long, and sports a winning mark of 157-1 peak in this season. Finishing third in trial number 1, Hometown Boy, driver Von Doyle, is pleased with this post as he handles the Bill Austin pacer from post number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Oklahoma Fair World! Speaking of world-class standard breds, our final entry was a starter in last year's Little Brown Joke in Delaware, Ohio. This horse loves a half-mile track and is tough to get this year at Yonkers Raceway, pacing week in and week out in the 154-155 range. At close second in trial number 2, owners Young, Gordon, Steve Held, and Charlottetown boy Terry Colton look for another great performance tonight as the pacing son of Super Sire and world champion on the road again. He's the final starter in tonight's classic event. And Charlottetown boy Terry Colton looks for his second Gold Cup and Saucer as he steers from post number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, he's magnificent from post 9, Zulu Magnificent!
For the call to post with bugler Mark Parsons. Race of Old Homewake 1993. It's the Evening Patriot Gold Cup and Saucer. Has won some nice catch. 2, Christopher C. Down. 3, Kill Karaningo. 4, Shannon Commander. 5, Little Black Buck. 6, Winds of Peace. 7, Outside of Rocket LaRue. Trailers are 8, Fair Park. 9, Samalu Magnific. $20,000. 34th running of the Gold Cup and Saucer. Here they come. Fan pacing a Little Black Buck quickly away to take him out of there. Christopher C. Down racing second, of Winds of Peace the outside driving third. They move into the first turn. Little Black Buck is showing the way up front. Racing second is Christopher C. Down. Winds of Peace parked down third. Kill Karaningo comes away fourth. Rocket Liberty on the outside in 5. They race 2, the opening quarter, and a Little Black Buck is showing the way up front. Christopher C. Down is racing second, of Winds of Peace wide.
wide third. Fourth is Kill Karen Engel, Rocket Livery racing fifth. Some Nice Catch, Similar Magnific Fair Park, and Shannon Commander trails 28 and 2 by the opening quarter. Off the top turn they come. Little Black Book is showing the way up front. Christopher Sedana racing second. Winds of Peace is parked on the outside third. Fourth at the rail is Kill Karen Engel, Rocket Livery wide in five, and it's Some Nice Catch, Similar Magnific Fair Park, and Shannon Commander trails 5 in, 4 out. 57 and 3 by the half-mile mark. They have 3/8 left to go, and a Little Black Book is your leader, and she's turning it on. There goes a Little Black Book. A Little Black Book is turning it on. Look at her go by 3 open legs. A Little Black Book by 4. She's looking for more, and she's getting it. Little Black Book by 5. 1:26 and 4. Little Black Book by 5. Christopher C. down. Can she do it again? Little Black Book and Paul McKenzie. Little Black Book and Paul McKenzie win the Gold Cup and Saucer. Christopher C. down second. Kill Karen Engel will be 3.
Got out there good. She got a little breather. I thought up the back stretch, I give her head a little bit there, and she felt real good. She came home good, strong. She's a nice mare all around.
Is it high in your career, Paul?
This is, I don't care if I ever win another one again. No, this is real good. I really want to come home and win this race. And she's a mare. She made it for me.
Good night, all.